A free family focus series is returning to the Overture this fall, and we are live with a preview.
And the president is responding to the whistleblower complaint. We'll tell you what he has to say behind closed doors.
Plus, Packers fans waking up a little disappointed this morning after the team's first loss of the season. We'll have all the reaction from Lambeau straight ahead.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning, folks, and thanks for waking up with us on your Friday, September 27th. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Josh Breider. Meteorologist Hattie McLean with a not-so-fantastic Friday forecast,
Right.
But the whole weekend isn't going to be bad.
It's Friday, so at least we have that going for us. But it is going to be kind of a wet day across southern Wisconsin. The entire weekend, though, is not going to be a washout. Take a look at Doppler track this morning. Few showers have been pushing through the area. They're generally pretty light and fast moving at this hour, so nothing that's going to slow you down too much just yet, but those showers are expected to become a bit more widespread as we head towards the afternoon hours. Temperatures are in the low 60s here in Madison, but some 50s on the map as well to the north. Overall, though, it's not as chilly as it was yesterday. Our temperatures are going to climb into the upper 60s this afternoon with a stronger south wind. Again, rain becoming likely for the second part of the day. Here's a look at your first alert traffic maps. Some of the roads here in Madison may be a little wet right now. We've had a shower pass through our backyard here at the station. No major delays to talk about just yet, or accidents to report. Looks like travel is going at posted speeds in all those major roads across southern Wisconsin. And that's your first alert traffic.
All right, thank you very much, Hattie. To our top headline now. President Trump is responding to the newly revealed whistleblower complaint after watching some of the House hearing yesterday.
The complaint says White House officials tried to stash records of the president's phone call with the Ukraine leader, in addition to pressuring a foreign country to investigate Joe Biden. That phone call is now the center of the impeachment inquiry against the president. CBS News has learned there was a disagreement inside the White House about releasing the call summary, but ultimately he felt it shows he's done nothing wrong.
What these guys are doing, Democrats are doing to this country, is a disgrace, and it shouldn't be allowed. There should be a way of stopping it.
The New York Times is reporting that the whistleblower is a CIA officer who had been detailed at some point to the White House. Meanwhile, the LA Times is releasing a clip of the president at a closed-door meeting in which he suggested the person who supplied the information should be punished.
Who's the person who gave the whistleblower the information? Because that's close to a spy. You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? With spies and treasons. We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi told 60 Minutes that the primary focus of the House impeachment inquiry is now on the whistleblower complaint.
More local news now. On the UW-Madison campus, staffers are looking into how an unauthorized message got on a message board inside the education building. The Badger Herald reports the board showed an expletive in front of President Trump's name. UW spokesperson Meredith McGlone tells the Herald they removed the message and appropriate follow-up action is still being determined. Okay, the Packers are no longer undefeated this morning after a pretty frustrating end to last night's game.
Yeah, the team was handed their first loss of the season by the Philadelphia Eagles last night at Lambeau. Ken Kirishowski from our sister station in La Crosse has reaction.
Thursday night's 34-27 shootout came down to red zone play. Philadelphia, 4 touchdowns in 4 trips to the red zone. While Green Bay, their final 2 drives came down to a turnover on downs at the 1-yard line and an interception with 20 seconds to go.
I felt good about the matchup with Marquez. It looked like he got him off the line slightly, but obviously it was a contested catch. We had chances. We had a lot of chances down the stretch. We moved the ball well all day long. We just struggled in the red zone.
The Packer defense came into the game leading the NFL in takeaways, but didn't force a single turnover against the Eagles. The defense says it came down to not executing, but the loss is only a bump in the road.
We didn't get, many opportunities to get them, like I said. I mean, they ran the ball well, and, they was gashing us.
Loss doesn't define us. Like P said, it's just a bump in the road, man. Our car's still going to go. We can learn from it. We can improve on a lot of things in this game when we watch this film. We got to be critical of ourselves when we watch this film. We got to go out there and make sure we fix everything we did wrong.
It wasn't a win, but the Packer offense was the best it's been. 400 yards for Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams with a career-high 180 yards on 10 catches. However, he was not on the field for the final 2 drives because of a toe injury.
You feel like in situations like that, you let the team down. Obviously,
I would have been out there if I could, but, you know, in a little bit of pain, and, you know, it was tough.
Adams does not have a timetable on his recovery, but he does have more than a week to recover. Next game for the Packers is on the road Sunday, October 6th at Dallas. Reporting for News 3 Sports, I'm Ken Kozarowski.
5 minutes past 6 o'clock right now, so don't throw away your shot to see the biggest musical to come to Madison this year.
Oh yeah, you know we're talking about Hamilton. Tickets for the hit show go on sale tomorrow. Christina Laurie joins us live this morning with some tips to get those seats for your family. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Josh and Leah. So Hamilton tickets, really tough to get, but what is not going to be such a tough ticket to get, and it's not going to cost you as many Hamiltons, is the new Kids in the Rotunda season that kicks off officially 1 week from tomorrow. Mary Rose, programming coordinator here at the Overture, joins us this morning. So I know everyone is buzzing about Hamilton right now, but you don't have to pay that much to get some great entertainment with Kids in the Rotunda. What are some tips and tricks for families to know?
Yeah, so we recommend that if somebody's coming to Kids in the Rotunda, that they try to arrive at least 30 minutes before the shows. Performances are at 9:30, 11, and 1, because sometimes we do hit capacity and we have to close off the doors so nobody else can come in. Seating is first come, first served too, so if you get here early, you can get the best seat. We also have a little library if you're looking for something to do while you're here. That's sponsored by Reach a Child, so you can read a book while you wait. And then check out our Facebook page, Overture's Kids in the Rotunda, for seating updates. If we have any weather cancellations as it starts to get cold, we'll post those on there. So yeah, definitely follow us on Kids in the Rotunda.
And this is a really popular series year after year. What's new this year?
So this year, we will be welcoming the physics experience here as part of the Wisconsin Science Festival. On October 26th, we have Overture's Jerry Ensemble, who's been here for many years, but we're also bringing in a new performer that day to do a hip-hop puppet show. His name is Anwar Floyd Pruitt, and he is a local UW-Madison MFA student, so I'm very excited for that.
Hip hop, it's kind of a little Hamilton themed, because I know that's all the buzz here at the Overture right now. So we're going to actually learn more tips and tricks to get Hamilton tickets ahead at 6:30. But for now, I'll send it back to you, Josh and Leah.
Ooh, you know I'll be listening. All right, Christina Laurie reporting for us. Thank you, Christina.
6:07 is your time. Luke Bryan is making us all want to play it again after he stopped in Marshall for his first farm tour last night.
I am so sad I missed this. Some locals are hoping people got more out of that concert, though, than just entertainment. Stats Farm hosted 20,000 people for that sold-out show. One of the farm owners says he's hoping this concert tour will bring more awareness to the downturn in the ag business.
Last 4 or 5 years, agriculture has suffered. We're struggling out here. And it's important that people know that we're here, we're out here, we're still here, and we need their support in any way.
Business owners in downtown Sun Prairie also were excited to host the country star and his fans. Some say they hope to see more events like this one in the future.
The city of Madison is considering fining restaurants that give out plastic straws unless a customer asks for one first. The idea is to cut down on the use of single-use plastics in the city, but for many, the plastic straw is a necessity. Last night, the Disability Rights Commission voted not to support the ordinance as it stands now. They say by making the customer ask for the straw, it puts an undue burden on a person with a disability who already deals with obstacles every day.
Often in restaurants, glasses are too heavy for a number of people, including me, and I rely on straws. And when they're not available, it's really detrimental. I can't use a beverage without straws.
The fine under this ordinance would be $200 for the first offense, though the alder behind the measure says that could go down to $50. The Wisconsin Restaurant Association also does not support its passing.
Attorneys for a teenager whose arrest was caught on camera and sparked an internal investigation with the Madison Police Department are filing a multi-million-dollar claim against the city, the police department, and 4 of its officers. Our partners at Madison 365 are reporting the claim says the 17-year-old, quote, suffered physical and emotional pain and suffering. A notice of claim is the first step towards suing the city. If the city denies the claim, the attorneys will likely file suit. This incident happened back in June. Last week, the officers involved were cleared of any criminal wrongdoing.
A Sun Prairie High School student is facing 2 felony charges for reportedly sexually assaulting his football teammate last month. We do want to warn you, some of these details are graphic. Court documents show 17-year-old Ryan Fulton and his teammates were at a sleepover when they held down an underage teammate. It says Fulton put him in a chokehold and sexually assaulted him with his hand while another teammate recorded it and posted it on Snapchat. The alleged victim says the incident caused him pain for several days. We asked the district attorney if he believes this is a form of hazing.
Do you call it harassment? Do you call it victimization? Do you call it hazing? Either way, we have charged what we've charged, and we're moving forward with the case at this point.
The client has no idea what's going on. He's a kid. He has no understanding of what impact this could have on his life because of his age. He's not a criminal. He's a kid. He's a high school junior who was goofing off with friends.
The alleged victim told deputies what Fulton had done to him has been going on all year on the team until the football coach told them to stop. Fulton is still enrolled in school but is no longer on the football team.
In Rock County, the man accused of a fatal hit and run involving a semi-truck and motorcycle is due in court today. Police arrested 29-year-old Branko Jovanovic on Wednesday. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says the 29-year-old was driving a semi-truck when he left the scene of the crash and headed to Illinois, avoiding tolls on the way so he wouldn't be caught on traffic cameras. Jovanovic will be in Rock County Court today at 3 p.m.
All right, 6:11 right now on a Friday morning, and still ahead for us, our film critic Will Loper is here to tell us about a new animated movie that isn't as abominable as the title would have you believe. That's ahead.
Cute pun, I get it. And Hattie is monitoring an alert day forecast today. We'll have the latest weather updates for you when News 3 Now This Morning returns.
This
Good morning from the Hattie-O patio. We just had a light shower move through the area, so keep that umbrella close by today. We have showers becoming more widespread as we head towards the afternoon. Today is an alert day for southern Wisconsin. I know the showers aren't too heavy right now, but there is a potential for some pretty heavy rain this afternoon and evening, which could lead to some issues with flooding. Now, the best chance to see that heavier rain will be south of Madison. Here's a look at Doppler track this morning, and again, pretty widely scattered on the shower activity right now. They're pretty light and they're moving pretty fast as well. So this isn't going to be a huge impact to the morning commute, but heavy rain is possible when you head home from work and school later on today. Also keeping my eye on some developing thunderstorms across parts of southern Iowa. They're moving in this direction as well. So definitely not out of the question to see some thunderstorms today. No severe weather though is expected. Probability of precipitation really starts to increase after 10 o'clock. You can see that graph. We're up in the 70 to 90% chance for rain, then through the afternoon right into the early evening time frame. So if you have outdoor plans later on today, plan on some rain being a part of that. Here's a look at your future track precipitation by 9:30 this evening. We could see a wide range of precipitation across southern Wisconsin, amounts less than a half an inch, especially north of Dane County. But as you go to the south, those amounts increase pretty quickly. Up over an inch is possible right along the state line. Here's a look at your alert days, though, that are in the forecast for next week as well. Unfortunately, we're going to be stuck in kind of a wet weather pattern for several days. Heavy rain is possible, and with warmer temperatures and more humidity, there may even be some severe weather on Monday. Total precipitation from today through Wednesday night for the state is pretty high. Several inches expected for central and southern Wisconsin, even the Northwoods picking up anywhere from a half to an inch as well. So a pretty wet time period for the state. There will be some dry weather in between though. Saturday right now looks to be the best day. A live look from the Edgewater Skycam downtown Madison this morning. Clouds in place, but no fog. 62 here in the capital city. It is 58 in the Dells, 63 in Janesville. Excuse me, your future track forecast model takes these scattered showers through the area this morning. The rain, though, becoming more widespread for the afternoon and possibly heavy at times. Temperatures will top in the mid to upper 60s. The rain will come to an end by midnight, and then it'll turn a little cooler by tomorrow morning. Temperatures will start out near 50. Saturday looks dry but cool with a high of 62. We are back into the low 70s on Sunday with a chance for rain, especially in the morning. And then Monday turning quite warm, near 80, more humid. But rain chances again continue right even into Thursday when temperatures start to cool down. Now let's get a look at those traffic maps this morning. We'll send it over to Jason Stone, who has all the details for us. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning. Drivers on the Beltline are moving at the posted speed limit as the interchanges at Stoughton and Verona are becoming crowded. Brake lights flashing on Verona Road between the Beltline and Highway PD. Otherwise, all routes into Madison and around Dane County are clear for travel. And there are no issues heading downtown on the Isthmus or campus at this time. With your First Alert traffic, I'm Jason Stone.
Jason and Hattie, thank you both very much. So from the studio that brought us How to Train Your Dragon comes a new animated adventure with a mythical creature.
This one's pretty cute. The movie is abominable, and here with the preview is our film critic, Will Loper. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, it looks very cute. And, you know, I say forget fidget spinners and TikTok. The new thing are Yetis. This being the third Yeti movie in 2 years. Take a look at Abominable.
Dad always wanted me to travel the world. Someday. Huh? There's a Yeti on my roof.
After a girl happens upon a Yeti, she and her friends decide to return him to his family on Mount Everest.
I will make sure you get home, back to your family. Everest is just a kid. Stop hitting yourself. This is you and your parents.
Aw, you have your mother's eyes.
Abominable is rated PG.
There are people looking for you. Go faster! Whoa! You can do magic? This is amazing!
This is impossible!
I wish Dad were here to see.
What a cutie.
Yeah, gorgeous animation there too.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I always love the Yetis. I'm like obsessed with Yetis for some reason, so.
You know, and I typed in Yeti movies, and there really aren't as many as I thought there were. There should be more. Sasquatch of the North.
Here's the start. Review on Monday?
I'll have it, yep.
All right, thank you very much, Will.
Thanks, guys.
All right, still ahead for us. Construction season coming to an end, and things on Verona Road are getting close to done after 7 years of planning and construction. We're going to tell you how businesses in the area are breathing a sigh of relief.
But first, we are checking back in with Hattie and her Alert Day forecast. Bit of a gloomy Friday morning out there, folks. That's when News 3 Now This Morning returns.
.623, folks. We made it to Friday. Live look at the cap cam this morning. Kind of ominous, not so great.
Any picture with the capital in it is pretty, but yeah, it's a bit of a sad morning.
It's just really dark.
Yeah.
so dark. So dark outside.
But it's still almost the weekend, so we're still excited.
We'll take it.
It's Friday. So that's why I decided to put this picture in behind us. This is from Luke Whitburn. He was up near Lake Superior earlier in the week and took these pictures of the fall colors. So the weekend's not going to be a complete washout. If you're interested in getting out and looking at some of the fall colors, there is some pretty good color already in northern Wisconsin.
Yay.
This is Lake Superior for reference, so this is really far
very north to get to those colors.
Yeah, that'd be a road trip, but still looking nice. So thanks to Luke for sending that one in. And again, it's not going to be a complete washout. Here, guys, is a look at the fall color for Wisconsin right now. Again, about 50% color in the far northwestern corner of the state, but generally just starting to turn colors in the Northwoods. not seeing a lot just yet here in southern Wisconsin.
Josh is heading up to Minnesota this weekend, where you said the colors are already popping.
Yeah, I'd seen the Minnesota fall report and like up towards Minneapolis, and obviously they're a little bit north.
Right.
Yeah, so it'll be a fun drive, I think.
Yep, so starting to get pretty though, so that's the encouraging news. Hopefully this rain that we have over the next couple of days really isn't going to impact the fall color too much. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. We do have some rain in the area this morning as you're getting ready to head to the bus stop. Scattered showers across southern Wisconsin. I've had a few of those in the backyard weather patio. They don't last very long, just enough to get things wet. Temperatures, though, aren't too terrible. Near 60 across all of southern Wisconsin. The cool spots, the Dells, 58. Camp Douglas is at 55. Janesville's holding on to 63 degrees this morning. So your bus stop weather forecast, even if it's not raining when you head out the door, grab that umbrella because it is likely as you head home from school. Might very well be an indoor recess day today as well. Teachers, take note. Rain is possible at the lunch hour with temperatures in the 60s. We'll still climb to a high of 67 this afternoon.
All right, Hattie, thank you very much. There's only 8 days left in our Coats for Kids drive, and we've officially hit the 2,000 mark in donations. We're now up to a total of 2,087 so far after more than 200 donations since our last update. As temperatures get cooler here, a reminder it's more than just coats. We also need scarves, hats, mittens, boots, and you have until October 5th. That's next Saturday. Can't believe it's already almost October 5th to get your donations to Clinky Cleaners so we can get those items out to all of our kids.
All right, a controversial power line project in our area has the state's approval to move forward this morning. The Public Service Commission approved the Cardinal Hickory Creek line yesterday. The line will run from the Cardinal substation here in Dane County all the way to the Hickory Creek substation in Dubuque, Iowa. The companies behind the project say it will help bring clean and reliable energy to our area, while opponents say it could be detrimental to the environment and property values.
An update now. You now have more time to speak to public officials about the possibility of bringing F-35 jets to Truax Field. Congressman Mark Pocan says the Air Force is extending the public comment period after lawmakers, including Pocan, called to extend it. Many Madisonians have already been vocal about their noise and environmental concerns. Pocan says the public comment period will be extended through November 1st.
As construction on Verona Road wraps up for the year, a nearby roundabout is set to open. The roundabout at Nesbitt and Fitchrona is slated to open back up on Wednesday, reopening the road outside Bavaria Sausage for the first time in months.
We're very excited. We're excited to have it open. We're excited to have all of our customers going to be back in here. I know just about everybody will be excited to have it open.
A major portion of the DOT's Verona Road project will be done in November. Hallelujah, with 3 lanes of traffic open both ways. That project's been going on for 7 years now.
I'm excited. I mean, we both work out down in Verona, and I'm so sick of the traffic and the lights and all of that. It's just a mess.
Boy, the end of that construction has been a long time coming.
We're almost there. All right, 6:27 right now, and still ahead for us. We've got the top 3 things you need to know this morning before you head out the door.
And we're taking a look at how you can get your hands on the hottest theater tickets in town. The details on Hamilton are next on News 3 Now this morning.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for waking up with us on a Friday morning. It is September 27th. It's Friday. We're keeping that in mind, but the weather, not so hot.
Yeah, remember yesterday I said enjoy the sunshine?
Yeah.
This is why. We're waking up to clouds and rain, and there's more of it on the way.
Oh, boy.
We will check in with Hattie's rainy forecast coming up in just a second. But first, let's start with the top 3 things you need to know on your Friday morning. The Packers are no longer undefeated today. The team was handed their first loss of the season by the Philadelphia Eagles last night at Lambeau. Davante Adams got hurt in the 4th quarter, and the Packers really struggled to score without him. They had a chance to tie the game, but a pass from Aaron Rodgers was intercepted in the last few seconds of the game. Final score, Packers 27, Eagles 34.
President Trump is calling on a congressional hearing on the whistleblower complaint against him, a disgrace to the country and another witch hunt. The complaint says White House officials tried to stash records of the president's phone call with the Ukraine leader, in addition to pressuring a foreign country to investigate Joe Biden. That phone call is now at the center of the impeachment inquiry launched against President Trump.
The third story we're following this morning, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says the number of deaths linked to vaping is now up to at least 12 across the country, with other cases going beyond 800. The CDC hasn't pinpointed the cause yet, but does recommend people stop using e-cigarettes if they have concerns.
Those are your top 3 things, and Hattie was talking about all that rain, and it's moving on in. Hattie, good morning.
Good morning, Josh and Leah. It definitely is. We've had a few showers here at the station. You may see some raindrops at your house as well. If you're not seeing any rain, though, a good bet that your view out your window looks like this, just cloudy skies this morning. It is an alert day for southern Wisconsin. Still the potential for some heavy rain this afternoon and early evening. Could add up to 1.5 inches for parts of the area. Highest chance for that heavy rain will be south of Madison. Now here's a look at Doppler track this morning. Looking pretty widely scattered and light with that rain activity early today. Showers are moving pretty quickly as well. They will fill in, though, as we go towards the afternoon. So grab that umbrella as you head out the door. You may make it to work just fine with dry conditions, but pretty good likelihood that it's going to be raining on your way home. Temperatures will still be in the mid to upper 60s. Now look at your first alert traffic maps with just very light scattered showers in the area. We're not seeing too many delays just yet. It does get a little busier on Highway 151 as you head into Madison from the east side. They're also seeing some slowdowns on Stoughton Road as well as you come in from McFarland. Our first alert traffic maps this morning. A little slow on Verona Road as well through that construction zone. You're adding a couple of minutes right now. And that's your first alert traffic.
All right, thank you very much, Hattie. So tickets for the biggest show in town are about to go on sale this weekend.
Yeah, we're of course talking about Hamilton, and Christina Laurie joins us live this morning from the Overture about some tips and tricks to get those seats for your family. Good morning, Christina.
Hi, Josh and Leah. Madison families will be joined by people from across the Midwest, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, waiting in line tomorrow morning when tickets go on sale starting at 8 a.m. for Hamilton. So many people expected that the crew here actually had special shirts made. I found Jess, director of ticketing. He has one of these Madison shirts. It's not representative of the president, James Madison. We want to clarify. So what tips and tricks for people coming out tomorrow morning to buy tickets? What should they know?
They should definitely have a couple different options in mind. We'll certainly do our best to make sure we can get the show and the price area that people are looking for, but we are also expecting an incredible demand, so have a couple backups in place. Be patient. We do have the show here for 3 weeks, 24 production, so we will have seats for people. Things are going to go fast, but we will do our best to get everyone what they're looking for.
And let's talk a little bit about that long run. It's not often a show comes in town for 3 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah, for most of our Broadway shows, we tend to have it here for 1 week, maybe 2. There are a couple of exceptions for that. Hamilton is certainly a show that we want to make sure we have enough shows to make sure we can take care of everyone who wants to come and see it. So yeah, 3 weeks for Hamilton this year. We also have 3 weeks for Wicked this spring, so a couple big ones on our lineup.
And why are you opening up the actual physical box office before online sales?
We have a long history of trying to make sure we reward people who come down in person, who have made that extra effort just to be here. So we want to make sure that we can take care of those people. We give them a little less pressure. We still want to get them through quickly, but that way they're not fighting what they think are thousands of other people online. So having that 2-hour window before online sales start just takes a little bit of pressure off of us.
Good luck tomorrow. Thank you for talking to us this morning. So you can look for folks like Jess with those shirts if you have any questions tomorrow morning. Tickets go on sale here at the box office starting at 8 a.m., but people are expected to line up as early as 6 o'clock or even before. We'll actually be live out there tomorrow morning as well, showing you the crowds.
All right, Christina Laurie live for us this morning. Christina, thank you.
Still ahead in the morning sprint, we are getting ready for game day at Camp Randall.
And we're going to take a look at what's happening in the 608 on this first official fall weekend. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. We thank you for that, and we are back after this. All right, we've been asking you to share your morning with us, and we've got a great one this morning. I feel like we've got the fall theme going this morning.
Yeah, we absolutely need it, especially with the weather out there. Our producer Ari sent in this picture. It's actually just outside of her apartment. You can see some of the reds right on the top of the trees because we aren't seeing that full color quite yet in southern Wisconsin.
Just a little bit here and there, but I think in the coming weeks, hopefully if the weather kind of goes the way we need it to go to see that fall color, we'll see that. Of course, we'd love to see your fall color pictures, so all you have to do is send that to us over on our Channel 3000 Facebook page.
Okay, so as you can see, the first weekend of fall, it is here in the 608, and there are a ton of fun autumn activities going on.
Yeah, here are a few things happening this weekend that we think you should check out. First, the Taste of Taliesin is giving you another reason to visit the Frank Lloyd Wright's iconic home. It's a new spin on the location's farm-to-table meals. The event draws on Wright's vision of community with a locally produced meal celebrating the fall season. That event takes place Sunday.
All right, Saturday, you can get the kiddos involved in the festivities with the Fall Harvest at the Madison Children's Museum. The event will engage the kids in a multitude of seasonal activities, from carving wool, decorating gourds, to cooking seasonal foods. The Suzuki String of Madison will also perform. That's at 1 at the museum.
The 4th annual Paint the Town Yellow 5K is happening tomorrow at Nami Rock County in Janesville. Organizers say they don't want anyone to be alone in the fight against suicide. Registration starts at 8:30 and the run walk kicks off at 9:30. It is $30 for adults, $10 for children ages 6 to 12, and those 5 and under are free. Closing ceremony is scheduled to start around 11.
And Saturday, a great time to head out to your local state parks. You can enjoy the vibrant leaves and hike the color trail at the Governor Thompson State Park Fall Color Weekend. Enjoy campfire s'mores, arts and crafts at the Rocha Cree State Park's Fall Festival. Or if you're looking to help raise funds for trail development, you can take your bike on over to the Fall Color Festival bike rides at Kettle Moraine State Forest. My kind of stuff right there.
I was going to say, that looks wonderful, and a lot of good stuff going on this weekend. First official weekend of fall.
Oh yeah, it's only going to get better from here with those colors.
Oh, I love this time of the year.
All right, it hasn't been feeling too much like fall outside this week, but Hattie's forecast says that's about to change. That's right, a cooler weekend with some rain is coming up in your first alert forecast.
But first, it is September 27th, and we want to say happy birthday to Kat and all the other kids turning 3 today. Thanks for waking up early with us and celebrating on News 3 Now this morning.
Boy, quite a dreary morning out there on our Friday, huh?
But it is Friday.
But it is Friday. Josh, you've always got the silver lining. Hattie, you've got the rain in store.
I do. We've been talking about it all week, so it's no surprise that today is going to be a little wet, but it is kind of going to be a cloudy, dreary day. You can see the light of the Capitol Dome. No issues with fog this morning, but we are talking about quite a bit of rain across parts of the viewing area. Showers and thunderstorms are expected today. We are already seeing some of that shower activity. The rain could become heavy at times, so for the afternoon, we could be adding up that rain up to around 1.5 inches across parts of southern Wisconsin. Of course, that could create some issues with flooding, so that's why today is an alert day. So far, the rain has been pretty light. We did have a shower go through north of the Dells overnight, dropping a 1/4 to almost 1/2 inch of rain. Otherwise, it's been pretty scattered and light across the rest of the area so far this morning. Take a look at Doppler track, and you will see those widely scattered showers moving from southwest to northeast pretty quickly across the area this morning. Now take a look at your future track precipitation. I mentioned the rain is going to get a little heavier this afternoon. Here's lunchtime, still pretty light accumulation amounts, but as we go through the afternoon into the evening, you see those amounts really increase from Dane County and points to the south, especially southeastern Wisconsin, maybe parts of northern Illinois, picking up a couple of inches of rain. So there will be a wide range of precipitation totals through the day today. Heaviest amounts to the south. Unfortunately, we keep the wet weather pattern as we head into next week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are all alert days. Could see rounds of heavy rain move through the area. And again, here's a look at total precipitation from today through Wednesday night. You can see most of the state in the 1 to 3 inch range as far as rain totals are concerned. Even the far northwoods picking up almost 1 inch in most locations. So a wet start to next week for sure. Here's a look at your travel weather. If you are traveling today, the heat is locked up to our south and east. Memphis topping 93 today, 90 in New Orleans, 95 in Atlanta. Contrast that with 50s up to the north and west. Now we're keeping our eye on a large storm system, a winter storm, a very early season winter storm that will impact parts of Montana, Idaho, and even Wyoming. Winter storm watches and warnings are in effect. Looks like they may be adding up the snow in feet rather than inches there. Our forecast, though, is all rain. Definitely warm enough for rain. 62 right now in Madison, 58 in the Dells, 63 in Janesville. A southerly wind today will continue to pump into the moisture into the area, so that leads to more widespread rain activity through the afternoon hours. Highs will be in the mid to upper 60s, but take a look at some of the heavy rain that is possible right around 4 p.m. That continues for a couple of hours. All the rain winds down, though, by midnight tonight. We start tomorrow morning on a cooler note. Most of Saturday is actually going to be pretty nice. Variably cloudy, but a little cooler. High of 62. We do get back into the 70s, even close to 80 next week on Monday. You'll feel more humidity as well. Here's our Pet Walk forecast. Benny in Spring Green. You see Benny there?
Oh, Benny.
Buddy. Coming out of the field. Not quite as sunny today. I think today's going to be an inside day for Benny.
Boy, he found the perfect place to take a little walk, though.
He certainly did.
Stunning. Thank you very much, Addie.
You're welcome.
All right, the morning sprint is up next, but first here's Tony DeCopa with what's ahead at 7 o'clock. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS this morning, the impeachment frenzy continues in Washington. President Trump's personal lawyer, Jay Sekulow, joins us with reaction to the whistleblower complaint and yesterday's unprecedented testimony. Plus, there's a $10 million reward for information leading to the arrest of the drug lord known as El Mencho. The DEA takes CBS News along for an inside look at the war on drugs as it stands today. We'll see you at 7.
6:51, time for the morning sprint as our team gives you everything you need to know before you head out the door.
We start in Washington, D.C. this morning, where President Trump is calling the congressional hearing on the whistleblower complaint against him another witch hunt. The complaint says White House officials tried to stash records of the president's phone call with the Ukraine leader, in addition to pressuring a foreign country to investigate Joe Biden. That phone call is now the center of the impeachment inquiry against the president.
The New York Times is reporting that the whistleblower is a CIA officer who had been detailed at some point to the White House. Meanwhile, Bloomberg News is releasing a clip of the president at a closed-door meeting featuring President Trump discussing the, quote, spies in his administration who gave the information to the whistleblower and suggested they should be punished the way, quote, we used to in the old days.
It's an alert day for southern Wisconsin. Widely scattered showers will become more widespread and fill in across all of southern Wisconsin this afternoon. Take a look at your probability of precipitation, really increasing after 10 a.m. this morning, staying high through the rest of the afternoon. So grab that umbrella before you head out the door. High temperatures today will be right around 67 degrees.
As the buzz surrounding the Overture's fall lineup continues, we're getting ready for a popular free family fun program to return here to the center. Every Saturday morning from October through April, Kids in the Rotunda series provides local families with engaging, educational, indoor entertainment options. This year's lineup features a range of acts from award-winning folk singers and zany jugglers to friendly furry animals and traditional Indian dancers. All acts are geared towards kids ages 9 and younger. Head to our website, channel3000.com, for the complete schedule of events for Kids in the Rotunda, as well as a link to all the events at the Overture happening this season.
Thank you very much, Christina. The Packers are waking up to their first loss of the season by the Philadelphia Eagles last night at Lambeau. Devontae Adams got hurt in the fourth, and the Packers struggled to score without him. The Packers had a chance to tie it up, but a pass from Aaron Rodgers was intercepted in the last few seconds of the game. Final score, Packers 27, Eagles 34.
The Badgers host Northwestern tomorrow, but they'll start without a pair of their key players. Safety Eric Burrell and Reggie Pearson are sitting the first half after getting called for targeting against Michigan. Badgers head coach Paul Chryst isn't concerned about mixing the backups into defensive coordinator Jim Leonard's plans. We'll see how it all works out when the Badgers take on Northwestern tomorrow morning at 11.
The city of Madison is considering fining restaurants that give out plastic straws unless a customer asks for one first. However, the Disability Rights Commission voted not to support that ordinance last night. They say by making the customer ask for the straw, it puts an undue burden on people with disabilities.
Attorneys for a teenager whose arrest sparked an internal investigation are filing a multi-million-dollar claim against the city of Madison and others involved. A notice of claim is the first step towards suing the city. If the city denies that claim, the attorneys will likely file suit. Just last week, the officers involved were cleared of any criminal wrongdoing.
A Sun Prairie High School student is facing 2 felony charges for reportedly sexually assaulting his football teammate last month at a sleepover. Court documents show 17-year-old Ryan Fulton and his teammates held down an underage teammate. The document says Fulton put him in a chokehold, then assaulted him while other teammates posted it on Snapchat.
The man accused of a fatal hit-and-run involving a semi-truck and motorcycle is due in court today. Police arrested 29-year-old Bronco Jovanovich overnight on Wednesday. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says the 29-year-old was driving a semi-truck when he allegedly left the scene and headed to Illinois. Jovanovich will make an initial appearance in Rock County Court today at 3 p.m.
The Kenosha County brothers accused of running a multi-million-dollar counterfeit drug operation are bound for trial on several felonies. Tyler and Jacob Huffines appeared in court together yesterday. Kenosha County officials say the two made up to 5,000 vaping cartridges a day. They're due back in court later next month.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says the number of deaths linked to vaping is now up to at least 12 across the U.S., with other cases going well beyond 800. CDC hasn't pinpointed the cause yet, but recommends people stop using e-cigarettes if they have concerns.
You now have more time to share your thoughts on whether F-35 jets should come to Madison. Congressman Mark Pocan says the Air Force is extending the public comment period after lawmakers called for that. Pocan says the public comment period will be extended through November 1st.
As construction on Verona Road wraps up for the year, a nearby roundabout is set to reopen. The roundabout at Nesbitt and Fitch-Rona is slated to open on Wednesday. A major portion of the DOT's Verona Road project will be done in November with 3 lanes of traffic open both ways. The The project's been going on now for 7 years.
All right, 6:56. Let's turn it over to Jason Stone with a look at your Friday First Alert traffic. Hey there, Jason.
Hello. Drivers are at the posted speed limit on all lanes of the Beltline. Expect moderate lineups on the interchanges at Stoughton, Verona, and University. There are no issues on John Nolan in both directions. With your First Alert traffic, I'm Jason Stone.
Thank you very much, Jason. Have a great weekend.
And keep in mind the roads may be wet, especially later on today as that rain moves into southern Wisconsin. It's definitely a great start to our Friday morning. Temperatures will climb to highs in the mid to upper 60s. Again, just a few scattered showers this morning. A high of 67 with rain likely this afternoon. Even a few rumbles of thunder as well.
Hoping for a dry out on Saturday, though, right?
That's true. Yes, Saturday should be better.
Thank you very much, Hattie.
All right, make it a fantastic Friday and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here Monday.